See me, when do we transplant them?
Hey garden lovers, welcome back to Inspire Me Garden, where we grow better together. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss out on tips that help your garden thrive. Today we're going to talk about one of the most underrated tools in the garden, trellises. Whether you're working with a small space or a sprawling backyard, trellises can totally transform your gardening game. So grab your gloves and let's dig in. But before that, I'm going to explain what a trellis is. So a trellis is a structure that supports climbing plants. It can be made of wood, metal, string, bamboo, yarn, whatever suits your garden vibe. From a simple tomato cage to a fancy arched entryway full of blooming vines, trellises come in all shapes and sizes. So what a beautiful way. I was like, okay, I've seen all different types of trellises, and I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and give it a try and build my own style of trellis, okay, and save some money. I just didn't want to go out there and buy some and, not like it. So I said, oh, let me just come up with a creative way that I can actually create my own trellis. So the important 5 reasons that you should use trellises. Number 1 is that they are space saver, especially if you're gardening in small spaces like patios, balconies, or raised beds. Vertical growing gives you way more room. Cucumbers, peas, squash, why let them sprawl when they can actually climb? As you can see right here, I have a whole bunch of pumpkins that are growing right there. So I'm like, why not? Why not go ahead and do that? But while I was actually doing this, my drill gave up on me. You can see that. My drill gave up on me the day that I needed it the most. It gave up. So I actually had to go find a screwdriver and do it manually because my drill had died. I had not charged it since the last time I used it. So hence, when you use a drill, next time just go ahead and charge it as soon as you're done with it. That's a lesson learned. So here I am. I actually have to manually screw these screws on here manually onto the fence. So back to talking about, reasons why trellises are really good. Number 2, better airflow. When plants are lifted off the ground, there's better air circulation. This reduces the chance of mildew, rot, fungal diseases, especially for things like tomatoes and beans. And also, it's easier harvesting. So, have you ever had to dig through a jungle of leaves to find one cucumber? Not anymore, because trellises, they provide an easier way for you to harvest. You can literally see the cucumber right there hanging. And there's less bending and guessing when it comes to picking up your cucumber. Another reason is for healthier plants and bigger yields. This is something that I actually did not know about. So I said, okay, I'm going to actually give this a try and we're going to see how it actually does. This is why I love gardening is because you get to try things and, you know, have a little experiment because you never know. So with more sun exposure and airflow, your plants grow stronger. That means more flowers, more pollination, and yes, more food for you. Trellis add a vertical interest and structure. You can create garden rooms, arches over pathways, or even a living wall of flowers and veggies. It's function and fashion. You guys, so I'm putting this to a test. Like, I'm creating my own little trellis, and so using yarn so that I can actually kind of see how this will do. And so of course we're out here like really working hard, and you can see my husband over there. He's helping out removing some of the weeds. Like, gardening requires like constant removal of weeds, and just coming out here checking on plants constantly, making sure that they're doing okay. So I am so grateful for him because he's out here also helping me, and what a beautiful way to be out here with him and just have some fun conversations. And so there's also different types of trellis that you can have. There's like frame trellis, there's like wall trellis, which is the one I'm trying right now. It's called the wall trellis. So this is the one that I'm actually building so that I can give it a try and see how it works out. There's arches, there's string and netting trellis. I've seen this happen a lot with tomatoes. So trellis are very, 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 very good, as you can see, for your plants, you know. And you know, let's see like which plants are actually best for trellis. So not all plants really love to climb, but many actually do. So it just depends on which one that, you know, you're planting. You will actually see it starting to grow and stuff. So, and they'll start to climb or go in a different direction. And this, once you see this, you'll definitely know that that plant really, really needs a trellis.
I am manually screwing this in. I want to show you what I just did. So I have positioned these screws over here, these ones here individually along the fence. That's what I'm doing, and I'm doing over there so I can allow this beautiful pumpkin section pumpkin area cover. So really good. So do I need more in the middle? Do you think I need more in the middle to support the things?
You can add as you go. Right now, see how you go. So they don't become prominent and there's nothing there.
No, for support, huh?
No, that's fine.
The weight won't be just from one end to another.
No, it's just fine.
Huh?
No, it's fine.
Maybe one in the same.
It's fine so long as it's tight.
Like,
Do you remember we put all those
thank
on
you
the...
for stealing the camera. Appreciate it. Showing your back as always. I'm just okay. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm busy working. I really don't.
So nikifunga hapa. Niende. Nifunga tight.
Oh,
was how?
There's another one in the middle.
No, I put it, but I wasn't.
No, you can still put around it since it's already there.
I was thinking I put like here, and then I put like.
Yeah, it will still work.
The support.
Yeah, it will still work.
Because you know these are pumpkins. They're gonna be heavy.
No, they may not. Unajua, so inakaa very.
It's okay. I mean, I'm just going through the motion. You don't know that. Don't know that.
Is there a way you can stand this thing on the wall? Yeah? Is there a way you can stand this thing there?
Maybe. You're gonna have to move it a little this way because that section is gonna be the pumpkin.
No, I'm saying the way it's like it's already growing there.
There's a box right there next to you.
That's what I said. So what I'm saying, you need to stand right
The
there.
tomato thing. You're messing up my vacation.
By the time the thing grows reach there, this one will have harvested, it will be off.
Wow.
By the time you harvest those things, I mean, this thing is already dying. You just want your seeds.
I mean, I'll find a way. I'll find a way.
You go that side. It's more beautiful.
So, like I was saying, there are different plants that you can use a trellis for. And so, not all plants love to climb, but many do. And here's a quick list of plants that thrive on trellis that you might want to give it a try, like vegetables such as tomatoes, peas, beans, cucumbers, squash, melons, and also fruits like grapes, passion fruits. I actually have a couple of passion fruits that we are going to try on these trellis for the first time, because I've planted passion fruit before and I've never actually tried it on a trellis, and I just have this beautiful vision of this beautiful passion fruit and just creating a very nice, beautiful, welcoming in your garden. And so don't forget to hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss a video on that. And also flowers like morning glory, sweet peas, climbing roses, honeysuckle. They're actually good on trellis, and you want to go ahead and train them early so that they can reward you big time. So here I am really like working so hard in this video, and you can see it in my garden. I'm really working hard trying to get this together. This is an idea that I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and try this. Let me just do what I can and see what happens, see the results. And one thing that I've learned is definitely you want to install the trellis before planting to avoid damaging the roots. So when you're doing your planting, have the trellis in mind, like what type of trellis you're going to use, where you're going to position it, and everything is just going to make it a lot easier for you to do, and be able to catch the plant at an earlier stage so that you're not struggling trying to have it go around the trellis. And also for heavy fruits like melons or squash, you want to use slings made from old t-shirts to cradle them as they grow. And of course, I'm going to show you guys, this is a journey of gardening, and we're walking through this together. How as the plant is growing, we're adjusting, and things that you can do in your garden to help your plants thrive. And I'm so grateful that on this particular day, it was just, the weather was so great. The weather was giving. The weather was so nice. These summer weather, heat temperatures that are coming are very, very, very painful. as a gardener, but this was, a little bit better because it's a little earlier on, early summer, and so this particular day was very cloudy, no sun, none of that. So it was such a beautiful day, and I was really, really happy about this. So here I am over here, and this is exactly what I was talking about, how it's so much more difficult once the plant is already grown and you're trying to create a trellis and you're trying to actually wrap the plant around it so that it can redirect it upwards. And it was a bit more challenging than I thought. So this is like a learning moment, and it's so much better if you start your trellis from the beginning. It would be very much helpful actually, because I really struggled trying to get this plant to grow, try to redirect it. And of course here I had to be extra careful because I didn't want to break it, I didn't want to break the tip of it. That is like one of the scary moments as a gardener, is you don't want to break any part of it, especially if the plant is doing so well. Okay, so of course I did what I could. At least I kind of put a little bit on there. And this is another trellis right here that I was talking about. This actually, I've been using this for like 2 years now, and I used it on cucumbers, I've used it on tomatoes, and this works out really, really good. And you can see how I'm wrapping around that plant, I'm taking it and I'm redirecting it. It really helps when it comes to supporting your garden with such tools, so the yarn one, I just wanted to redirect my pumpkins a little bit more and kind of see how they do. So this is like something new that I wanted to try out. But this particular one that you see me currently working on, I've been having that trellis for a while, and it's great. You'll never regret it. So this is a good trellis to use because I've used it on cucumbers, watermelon, and tomatoes, and it has never disappointed me. So, and I like how it's very strong because you can push it to the ground really hard like I'm doing for extra support in case you have storms, winds, rain, and it stays put. It doesn't move. And of course it's perfect for if you have children that play ball in your backyard. That also is so perfect and protects your garden so well. So whether you're gardening for food, beauty, or both, trellises are a smart, stylish way to elevate your space, literally. I'd love to hear in the comments what do you grow on trellis, or do you have a DIY version you're proud of? Drop a photo or a tip below. I would love to hear from you guys, your ideas or tips that you have that have really worked well for you. And so this is one of my ideas, using yarn along the fence, and we'll see how it does and if it worked or didn't work. And of course I attached the yarn to the trellis and to the fence for extra support, because I was like, wow, this will be great to support it, to secure it more in case we have those crazy weather, thunderstorms or high winds and stuff like that. So I was really happy about this, and how it's turning out. So I have a lot of pumpkins, and it's because I eat the leaves. I love the pumpkin leaves because I eat them. They're very delicious, very good to eat. So that is why I've planted so many of them. This section particularly is that section that I had planted. I had only mixed garden soil and cow manure. So I've learned for sure you need the topsoil mixture together, because otherwise your plants are going to struggle the way mine have been really struggling. They are just now like trying to, catch up. And so I created this trellis here so that these pumpkins can be able to grow upward. So like right now I'm trying to redirect it so that they can have a better way to go that way. I'm trying to redirect it. So sometimes you with pumpkin you have to come out here and try to redirect it so it can go whichever way. It's looking a little sad because of the sun. Too much sun can really do damage. So here is some of the results and how everything is turning out. So far it's looking really, really good, and it's doing really, really well. And so I'm actually really proud of this. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more gardening wisdom every week. Until next time, keep growing. And I'm so happy, guys. This is an amazing journey, and I hope you guys like it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.